With so many options, why choose Arizona State University?
For me, the only online option was ASU because of the quality. Their faculty was really involved with their students and care about your personal journey. The dedication to my personal development from my professors, that's been extremely valuable to me.
Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online. That's a degree better. Explore more than 300 undergraduate, graduate, and certificate programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
Hello, podcast world. It is February 11th, 2021, 9:13 a.m., and I'm here to talk about how they took our jobs. They took our jobs. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about any and every company like Walmart. Let's start with them first, because they're the ones I'm really talking about, who have self-checkouts. Like, the neighborhood Walmarts are at the point to where they're going to exclusively use self-checkouts. Why is this an issue? Because I did not go in there and apply for a job to ring up my own stuff. I feel like after sitting there getting $50 in groceries, let's just start on the small side, and I've stayed in there for, oh man, forever. It seemed like it takes a person, even me, you know, I'm tech savvy or whatever. I can only imagine some of these older people and honest people, because again, even the most honest person, who, it's like grading your own freaking paper, you know. Like, how are you gonna get mad if some of the something slips through the crack? Like, if something accidentally falls into my bag, and now you want to say I'm stealing? No, I just don't know how to use the equipment properly. Like, I didn't go through Walmart training, and you have loss prevention in there, and they want to follow you around the store, and now you up here and you worried about me taking something? Like, come on. This honor system is not going to work. And I don't understand, like, what's the issue with supplying people with jobs to check out? Like, you're a zillion-dollar company. Walmart, you're like the number one when it comes to making money. It's like Amazon and you, and they're the only two places I shop. So I don't understand. Like, and then the only real issue is me having to do this work. If somebody else was there, you know, it's already bad enough when I get up to the register and I have whatever I have, and I have to put it up there on a little conveyor belt, and someone else is sacking it up for me. That's great. That's their job. They getting paid to do that. But me coming along and doing all the work, I took their jobs. Like, understand? They took our job. So I hate that. I've never really been a fan of self-check. I think it is the stupidest thing ever, because people steal. And then you get mad because people taking things accidentally. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it like this. You know, everybody is on the up and up. Everybody is like, cool. And then, even if it isn't on purpose, you know, let's say it is accidental. Let's say that, you know, this is the most trustworthy person, Mother Teresa, you know, whoever coming through. Everyone at some point in their life has taken something that didn't belong to them. It's not something that, it's just survival at the end of the day. Like, at the end of the day, like, the thing about this is, the neighborhood Walmarts, you mainly go in there for necessity stuff. Like, it's not like you're going in there for clothes, you know. It's not like you're going in there for watches or TVs or anything else. It's not like you're going in there for jewelry. You're not going in there for shoes. You're going in there for primarily food. So, the world of tomorrow, you won't have to pay for food. The government will pay for your food. Everyone, not anyone, will be exempt from that. Everyone will have a card to where you go in, and the government is paying for your food. Oh, we already kind of have that, called food stamps. Well, like I said, one day it'll be unlimited, and everyone can go in there and get what they want. But on the other side of that, man, maybe it shouldn't be unlimited. Man, maybe we have to have a limit. So everyone's gonna get a limit. Every person is gonna get. Now I sound like Chinese when they were saying that you can only have one son. So where is the line drawn? I don't know. Let's no, they don't want you to be hungry, but they also don't want you to be fat. They don't want you to starve. They want every kid to eat, but they don't want you to be fat. So I don't know. Some kids without food stamps would never taste a Name brand anything. Some kids without food stamps would not know the luxury of a good meal. Some kids and families without food stamps. Now here's the issue. There's people out there who are selling their food stamps to get money. I don't understand that either. Get money to go pay a bill, which you could probably find money some other way or find a better way. If there were a better way for people to get money, or however, I don't know. I watch Star Trek and I listen to them talk, and they talk about, the economics of the future are different, and it makes me think to myself, like, what do you need to buy food for in the future, Star Trek, whatever wise, when they have like food replicators? Like, if that were a thing, that would be like the greatest thing ever. Whoever invents, discovers, whatever, a food replicator, a replicator, you know what I'm saying? Something that can turn basically air, because it's really just popping out of nowhere, replicating anything. You want a cheeseburger from Sonic, boom, replicator, cheeseburger from Sonic. Oh, you want some Coors Light, Bud Light, you want some whiskey, like whatever it is. Oh, you wanted a pink sweater, boom, cashmere, bam, replicate it. And something else I've always been intrigued by is the holodecks on Star Trek. They go off in there, they're in the holodeck, and it's a simulation, and you can pretty much simulate an infinitesimal amount of stuff to where you're never leaving a room, but yet you're going all over the world or all over an island. That right there is something that I don't think I could grasp right now. The physics or any of that, the science of that is probably mind blowing. To even think about it. Just like time travel. I mean, at least in space travel or whatever, I feel like, another century or so or whatever, man, we might have that. Give us time, I feel like that, and I feel like the only reason that we don't have space travel is being denied to us. I feel like, hey, astronauts and stuff, I feel like there's always conspiracy. I feel like there's the truth and then what we're being spoon fed. I feel like that the truth is out there, like X-Files, and Scully and Mulder, I used to love X-Files. So I feel like something is classified like Quantum Leap, Accelerator. We've been talking about this since the 80s, time travel of that nature. And really, I'll never forget the episode where Sam learned how it all worked, and he learned it from watching it's a TV show that was coming on, Science Guy or some future man. Well, I'd have to go. I saw the episode. It didn't stick in my head. Science, whatever. Anyway, because of that guy, Sam basically was. If you watch the show, and if you don't know what Quantum Leap or whatever, like I said, this is for people that, if you understand what I'm talking about, continue listening, so that way you'll learn something. on his show, he would, you know how someone writes into the show or whatever, you know, he basically wrote into the show when he was a kid. Watching this show is what made him, and personally, I feel like this. Okay, they'd be like, "Oh, Albert Einstein was such a genius," yada yada yada. Some people put it out there that he wasn't, and that he kind of just stole other people's ideas, and he worked at the patent office. Okay, here I am. I'm inventing something. I'm trying to get it patented. I'm not saying that he wasn't smart. I'm just saying he was smart enough to know, oh, look at this, you know. Boom, let me add this into mine, and boom, and you know, he kind of Mark Zuckerberg his way in, you know. Mark Zuckerberg, basically, the concept of Facebook came from the twins, and that's why he got sued for the intellectual property theft. Never publicly give away an idea, because you never know how much it's really worth. Never give away what's in your mind without saying that, you know, it's yours. You need some claim to fame. And I would be good with $1 million, $10 million, you know what I'm saying, dropped in my lap. Bam! I would change my city. My city would not be the same. I would, one, people that have dreams and they can't go to the bank, they can come to me. And I will buy up this whole city. I would go around and get people's houses painted. Ain't nothing but a coat of paint, you know what I'm saying? Have teams out there that people that want to paint, you know what I'm saying? I pay them to paint people's houses or whatever, and every day, boom, we're painting someone's house, you know. Start out in the morning, boom, this house, boom. And I would beautify my city. People would come through and be like, man, this city. I mean, of course, I would start on Texas side, and, well, it's two cities, so maybe I could do 2 for 1. It's just a thought. But there are people in this city who are worth millions and don't have the thought process that I have. Now, there's some generous people out there, you know, like Truman Arnold and all that, who have their names on things, you know, which would be great. I would love to give me a name and statue, and even if it's just in front of my mom's house, boom, birthplace of Terrence Grundy, this statue or whatever, you know. I would love that. And one of the things that I would be interested in is the cosmetics of my city. Like that Kmart. Someone needs to do something with it. Liberty Square, do something with it. I even feel like the history is kind of going downhill, even though we have some negative blotches in our history. The town that's rated sundown, but we also have some good ones, because we made it into Smokey and the Bandit, Texarkana. You know what I'm saying? If there ever were a song that had Texarkana in it, that minute was that song. Gotta get away. They say eastbound and down. No, keep on trucking. You know, Smokey, got a bandit on you. It's just like, might have to watch that movie today just so I can hear that song. Keep on trucking. I'm on my way to Texarkana. Oh, where you headed? I'm on my way to Texarkana. Texarkana? Well, let me hop in. I want to go to Texarkana too. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's also other times where it's referenced where they're talking about Texarkana, and that's Zombieland. I'm going as far as Texarkana. And I have to say it that way because that's how they say it in the movies. Everybody know that's not how you say it when you're from here. So I'm Texarkana, man. Texarkana, that's where I stay. You know, break the bank sometimes. Get dirty with it. But these, this is my city. Every day in TK, we want to ball and parlay. Hey, it's just what it is. Sometimes you got to think about what you're gonna do when you're gonna do it. It's always something to be thought about. But the number one thing is we need to create jobs and not take jobs. They're out there, and what are they doing? They took our jobs. So a little cosmetic action here and there, opening up some new whatever to where, and then like I need a job that's so where anyone can work, to the point where I can hire you if you're whatever, like drug user, alcoholic. I would literally want to pluck the people, have places where I could pluck the people straight out of the worst situation, which is kind of like rehab and jail and battered women's shelters and all of that, and give them the opportunity. If y'all are not feeling me, y'all out there, y'all support that they took our job movement, and help. Help is not on the way. I don't know. Help is coming. It might be in the form of drip drops of dollars, but dollars are getting spent, and the reason why they're giving you this money is so you can spend it. And they want you to spend it at wherever you want to spend it at, because it's for jumpstart the economy. Like, it's like this. The pilot light, we think people were without jobs for so long that companies were closed. They need money to reinvest in their company. They need that. Like, at one point, trucks were barely coming to supply us with the stuff that you need. You go to Walmart, and it seemed like things were never getting put out on the floor or stocked up, or every time you go, you never find what you need, because we were, recessioning and, struggling, and what else, and quarantining, so I don't know, everybody eats differently, I throw some sandwich meat out there, put me some peanut butter and jelly in between it, boom, bread, that's the reason why I'm getting thicker, and fatter, and my stomach is going poop. So I don't know how people go without eating bread. Like, every fast food place, except for maybe the Chinese places or whatever, that you got, mainly rice, which is high in starchy foods or whatever. It's all bad for you at the end of the day. Hey, we're supposed to be eating fruits and vegetables only. They call it the Garden of Eden for a reason. If it didn't grow and come from the garden, then we're probably not supposed to be eating it. That's why when you eat your pork chops and your ribs and your chicken and your bacon and your big fat burgers, like, when you're done, it comes out and it smells. This is the worst smelling. If you go on a fast of fruits and vegetables and water and drink, and boom, do that. If you do that, and then go back and just smell how you smelled after you taken the number 2, the good old hot poo, you're gonna be like, man, it's a different smell, because your body processes that differently, and it's healthier for you, and you should definitely be doing that. But like I said, at the end of the day, the number one concern right now is the self-checking took our job having Walmart neighborhood stores. I don't even go through the self-check at the regular Walmart. I'm standing in line, because I go to the store. I'm never in a rush. It's like, where am I rushing to go? Home? Why am I rushing to get back home when we spend the majority of our time at home? Walmart is almost like the mall or an adventure for me. It is the only time I'm really going to see anybody else, and they want me to socially distance myself from you then. So, I mean, it's not like I can just walk up to you, a stranger, and be like, oh, give me a hug. Oh, man, let me slap her on the ass. You know what I'm saying? No. I'm just saying, like, it is the only time that I get some eye candy other than watching it on TV. Like, something about human interaction, for me, does it. I could be kind of old soul, old school, but for me, that's all it is. Thank y'all. World peace, bring it, and let me see y'all later. Bye. Hello, YouTube world. Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I drop hot content like this. And stay tuned for the next video.
Today is your lucky day. Today is the day that our $3 website works for you, paying you directly to your PayPal daily. Imagine $3 ongoing continuous payments to your PayPal account. Imagine falling asleep and waking up to $300 in your PayPal account. How would this make you feel? How could this help you? What bills could you pay? What kind of fun could you have? What does that retirement look like now? All for a one-time payment of $3. This website is DFY done for you, fully built and completely hosted, and never stops collecting payments for you. You have spent $3 on coffee on a regular, but that coffee won't help you create multiple streams of income. Click the link below.